Who is at the top of the world chess pyramid? The answer should be fairly obvious, correct? There are grandmasters, which are definitely in the top. Then there are super GMs that are even a layer above. You can argue that Magnus Carlsen, as the world number one, is the one at the top. Or maybe Gukesh, who is the current world champion. That is all correct. There are many layers at the top, and many people that we can claim rightfully are there at the very top. But I wanted to talk to you today about something else. There are more than 600 million people in the world that know the basics and know how to play chess. If we took all of them and represented them with 1,000 people in this pyramid, what do you think how many of them would actually hold a FIDE rating? FIDE is, of course, International Chess Federation and the provider of International Chess Rating, or ELO. So what do you think? How many of this 1,000 would have a FIDE rating? The correct answer is only one. Look at the guy at the top of this pyramid. Only one person out of every 1,000 that know how to play chess actually has a FIDE rating. That means if you get FIDE rating, you are top of your own chess pyramid. In this video, I will guide you through the steps you need to take to get FIDE rating. Let's dive in. FIDE rating is a measure and a sign of a certain skill level you have achieved in chess. After you achieve a FIDE rating, you are definitely not a chess beginner. You are one in 1,000 that got there. Let me first introduce you with the steps, and then we will talk them in details. The 4 steps you need to make to get FIDE rating are the following. The first one, you need to play a FIDE-rated tournament. So not a tournament that's only online, or not a tournament that's recognized only by your national chess union. Second step is you need to play 5 games to FIDE-rated opponents. FIDE is ignoring all the other guys who are not FIDE-rated. The third part, or third step, is you cannot lose all your games. You need to get some points. And the fourth and the toughest part is you need to play like you are worth 1,400 or 1,400 rating. So you need to have a skill level to get the rating that is above 1,400. Before we go into details, if you are enjoying this video, please support me by clicking like. Step 1 is to play a FIDE-rated tournament. Now you need to find one first. Where to find it, I'll talk in a second. You need to find the tournament that suits you in terms of location, timing, and time control. Location and timing are very straightforward, but let me spend a second on the time control. If something is a FIDE tournament, that doesn't mean necessarily it's the one that you want to play. There are very quick blitz FIDE tournaments, and there are very slow standard FIDE tournaments. So just be aware what you are running into. When you found the right tournament, you need to register. In most of the places, you are able to register online simply by paying the fee and clicking the link over there. Some tournament organizers will insist that you are a member of National Chess Federation before you register for their chess tournament. You can typically do that at the shop or some other tab in your website of your national chess union. Once you are registered, the only thing you need to do is come and play. Now let's get back to finding a FIDE-rated tournament for you. There are 2 main methods, and the first one is on the FIDE rating site. It is valid for all of the countries, because whoever wants to have a FIDE-rated tournament, they typically need to register upfront their tournament with FIDE. So how to find it? You go to FIDE rating site, Tournaments tab, filter country, and mark current and future period. You will be able to see few months ahead what are the FIDE-rated tournaments that are registered with FIDE in your country. This is very useful also when you are traveling, because you can literally look at any country in the world and figure out, is there something that interests you? FIDE-rating site is overall a very useful place, and there are many good resources there. You can find the link in the video description. Second way how you can find a FIDE-rated tournament is via your national chess union or chess federation site. I hope you figured out by now that is the first go-to place for you when you talk chess in your own country. So all local, national, and even FIDE-rated events will be there. How can you find them on your national website? You go to calendar or to play or to tournament, and you can find the tournaments which are scheduled in your own country. You should typically be able to find all events in your country over there. On some websites, you will even be able to filter FIDE-rated tournaments. Good examples for that are US Chess Federation and English Chess Federation websites. Some other national chess unions or chess federations will not enable FIDE-rated filters, so you will need to check the events one by one. The examples are All Indian Chess Federation and Irish Chess Union. Step 2 is to play 5 games against FIDE-rated opponents. FIDE unrated opponents do not count. Let's say, for example, that you played 11 games in a chess tournament, and out of those 11, 8 were against people who don't have FIDE rating. FIDE will 100% ignore those games and will treat it as if you played 3 games only. Now, there is a bit of good news here. FIDE will remember these 3 games and add them up to the next tournament you might be playing. However, if you lost all of those 3 games, there is nothing to remember and everything will be ignored. So you will start from scratch in your next FIDE-rated tournament. Step 3 is to win some games or get some points. Of course, against FIDE-rated opponents, as talked before. Even if you play the strongest tournament in the world and you lost all of the games, you will not get your FIDE rating afterwards. How many points you need? It depends. It depends on the step 4 that I will explain in a second, but usually half is enough, maybe even 2 or 1.5 out of 5 will do. The last step is the hardest. You need to get your rating performance above 1400. But remember, it is a pyramid and you want to become 1 in 1,000. FIDE rating is a measure of skill. There is a rating floor at 1400 since September 2024. If your rating online or nationally is today at 500 or 1000, it is a question whether you are ready with your chess skill level to get to 1400 rating at FIDE. Usually it is very common that when you play your first event you end up somewhere at the bottom. Most people are not like Beth Harmon that win their first events after all. Yes, that is a Queen's Gambit reference. Once you become good enough, the table at the end will look something like this and your rating performance will be above floor level, and that will give you your FIDE rating. If you are near the score that you need to achieve to get your FIDE rating, you can check whether you are going to get it. Or you can even check what score do you need to achieve in the last round to get your FIDE rating. FIDE really helps here with their initial rating calculator. Link is in the description. You can find it on the FIDE rating site. There are 3 variables that it uses. One is the average opponent's rating of yours. 2 is number of points that you won, and 3 is of course the number of games that you played. I want to mention one thing at the end. It is never too late. I got my FIDE rating at the age of 41, for example. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed this content and you consider it useful, please consider sharing and subscribing to see chessdad and similar content again. On this channel, I'm trying to support you with a chess insider view and a chess parent perspective. Bye.